Hello everyone, I am the Fudge 3004 and I'd like to welcome you back to Ark Survival Ascended. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Let's get into some gaming. On October 7th, they released the Valguero map. Explore new heights and hidden depths, whether it's creating foundations in the White Cliffs or unearthing the secrets of the Aberration Trench. There's a new creature in here too. I can't remember what it is. It's a raptor of some sort, but I can't remember what it is. It's supposed to be a lone hunter, so it's going to be very interesting. There's new biomes, challenging dungeon bosses, and mysterious ruins to discover. There are always something exciting and dangerous on Valguero. Let's go ahead and start up a single player, and we'll get that set up. Alright, so we do have our person here, and I'm just going to name her Michelle. So we have that, and the body template I think is going to be pretty much the same. She's going to be pretty much the same as she always is. Yeah, pretty much. We'll just do that one, and that should be good. So we have Michelle. Now that's our new person, and maybe what I'll do is I'll have the skin color be a little bit lighter than what I have, and okay, and then we will do the hair color. So we got to do the body. So let's do the head, and we will do the hairstyle. We're going to do a little bit different this time. Not that's for sure. Let's go and do that this time, so that way we have that. So that'll look pretty good, I think. We have done this one before. And what we're going to do is do a little bit different hair color. So let's just go ahead and do... That's way too blonde. Let's do a nice darker blonde like that right there. Okay, that should work. It'll probably be a little darker than I think. Hair color tips. We'll just go ahead and leave that as it is. Okay, I think that should work. Now let's go ahead and get this one created and we'll have a new character. So we're gonna spawn. There are some islands that I like to spawn on, and those are the ones that I really want to go to. I just don't know where they are, but I do know there are some islands. Small islands, so that's the easy place. It's actually really good to get a base set up there, and then we can go from there to wherever we need to. So let's go and do there first. So, welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. Now we are actually not on the small islands. I don't believe we might be, but I don't think so. They're a really good place to get started, and that's one of my favorite places. I don't know that over there at all. I don't know where exactly we are on the map. All I know is we are out here someplace. And if I am correct, back over that way should be a more dangerous area. So, I want to go out this way and just go see if I can find my surroundings here, get my bearings. I really like Valguero. It's one of my favorite maps. I have a lot of favorite Ark maps. Valguero was definitely up there. There are some cool cliffs I will want to go to eventually. I think they're a really good place to be at. They have some very cool features. And as soon as I can get that far, we will go that far. Sweet. So Valguero was at. I was just getting used to doing Ragnarok, and now we're starting up another one on Valguero. I got to get back to doing all of the other maps too, because I really want to go back and, do the other maps some more and just continue on those. But that, I don't know. I don't know that castle at all. So we're going to have to go over there and just go see what the heck is over there. Getting over there can be the dangerous part. But I'm sure that once we get over there, we'll be okay, because those are the islands I want to be on. On the original one, that bridge was not there, and any of that castle was not there too. So might be, ooh-wee, my voice just squeaked, might be a little dangerous as far as that goes, but we'll find out here in just a little bit. I'm gonna go see if I can swim over there first. Let's go see. Oh, look, we can see the oil here really easy. Cool. So the oil is the same as it was. That's awesome. That is going to help. So I have been fighting a cold or the flu or something. So my apologies if my voice is a little rough here and there. Been fighting it for a few days now. Hopefully, whoa, that was a little too far. Hopefully it will be gone here in a little while. Then I can, get back to normal. Let's go see how close we can get to the other side without getting in too much trouble, if you know what I mean. We should be able to get over there. It doesn't look too terribly bad around here. It's not super deep. And it doesn't look like there's anything too terribly dangerous in the water either. So there are, of course, the usual creatures, sharks and rays and all that stuff. But over here, it seems fairly good. This area really hasn't changed much. This is just the next gen look at what, they're doing in this game. And I think a lot of it's really cool. There's some good things here. This is a good island to get started on if you don't want the challenge of trying to, run from large creatures that want to, eat your face off and all that stuff. Because there's mainly herbivores and pteranodons here. And there are some other not very dangerous creatures, but there are some. Level 41, huh? Nice. I do want to go and check this out over here, though. Because if that is the place that I think it is, then that's going to be actually really good. There shouldn't be any of those doggone pesky birds here either. The big ones, like those guys right up there. Those regular, guys, I like those. Those are fine. Like the ones we had at Ragnarok, right around, flying around, the sharks try to eat them and all of that. This is cool. I like this castle. This is pretty doggone amazing. Now, this is actually going to be a pretty safe place. Provided that there isn't anything in here that's, going to maul us or anything. I think this would actually be a very, very good start. It's right on the waterfront. And we can, of course, get all kinds of stuff down from down there. And over there is typically where I start at. Around over there is where I typically start at. Around the corner over that way, there could be Spinos. On the original map there was, on Evolved. So there is that. That's a mighty long drop for going up there. This is really cool. I do like this. This is going to be a great, great place to get the first part of our base set up before we, go moving out to other areas. But at least it will be safe, and that's a part that I'm liking the most. Let's go check this out. Let's go see. The castle was not here in the evolved version. It wasn't here at all. There was no castle. You could just, have this island all to yourself, but I love what they've done with this. So you can go right down and put a dock right down here if you wanted to, have some boats or whatever, That's really, really cool. And, of course, a floating rock, of course. Yes, I like this. This is cool. I do like the castle aspect. That is amazing. All right, well, we're going to have to start getting ourselves set up so that we can, get levels up and all of that. We're going to have to get some food and get some different things going. So, let me go ahead and see. Let me go into this area here first. Oh, perfect. Look at this, a storeroom. There's never been a room that is crying storeroom. Oh, wow, this is awesome. This is great. This is how you properly build something as far as I am not capable of doing this, but if you were going to build something, this is how I would do it. Nice place, to launch an attack against enemies. Very, very cool with the parapets and all of that stuff. Nice, nice, nice. This is awesome. This is going to be a great first base. Let me go and start getting some of the creatures here rounded up, and we'll see if we can start getting ourselves going. This is going to be a great area to get some things going in. This is amazing. I do like this. I would like to build something like this on like a game like Valheim or even some of the other games that I haven't even mentioned at all that I've been planning on doing videos on. And I'd like to build something like this in those eventually. So let me go ahead and get started, and I'll come back once I have some things going on. I noticed one of the cool features about this is it looks like they have added like some waterfalls and stuff in different areas, and it looks like there's also like a log bridge, a fallen log that acts as a bridge over here. I don't believe that this was on the main game, you know, on the evolved version. It's kind of isn't a bridge, but it sure does look like a bridge. I think that's really cool looking. Now, if I could just get up there, that would be the important thing. And one of the things, too, is a lot of these trees give you a lot of wood. You can get tons and tons of wood from all these trees here, which, of course, is always a bonus. And there's also sap in a lot of these here. You can see the sap, the yellow dots that are, you know, in these stumps and stuff. So you can make some other stuff with that. I'm not too sure. I think it's fishing, but I'm not sure. So this island is actually very safe, and there's not like a lot of bad creatures or anything, and that's one of the best things. Although it still can be challenging because, you know, there are still plenty of things to mess you up, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, stegos and ankies and stuff like that that can, you know, take you out pretty easy. Once we get going, though, we're going to head down that way, and we're going to go to those cliffs that I talked about, which is an area that I like to go to because it's a really, really good place. And out here, somewhere nearby, there's going to be, or should be, a place to get like one of those explorer notes. Oh, what the heck? What is that? That is a stego egg. Okay, we really probably don't want to pick up the stego egg unless we're planning on, you know, not living terribly long, because they're going to wreck us really bad. I just thought I'd point out some of the things that I really, really noticed about this that have changed from the original one. Okay, so this is new. I did come back across the water because there wasn't a lot over there that I was noticing, but over here, I'm actually straight across from the island over there with the castle. There is a place, a thing. I don't know what it is exactly. Looks like an underground bunker, you know, like they would put like farm equipment in or store grain in or whatever. But that's kind of what it looks like to me. It's very interesting looking, I do gotta say, and I don't know anything about it or how to, you know, do anything with it or anything. It's just a very cool structure that I've never seen before, even on the original game that was under the ground like that, you know, built into the side of the cliff. If you are playing this, just be aware that going up into the redwoods can be life-threatening. There's a lot of bad stuff up there that'll take you out pretty quick. Terror birds, carnos, you know, all of that kind of stuff, which is just up there, not too terribly far away. The farther up we go this way, the more danger that we're going to encounter. So if you are playing Valguero, it is a free map. So if you did buy, you know, Ark Ascended, you will get this map for free, along with Ragnarok and all of the other ones. So the $44.99 price point is not necessarily as bad, you know, when you look at all the free stuff you are getting. So just do keep that in mind, that if you are interested in playing this game, you do get a lot of stuff for free. And I think that's pretty cool. Here's another one of those places. Ooh, this one's open. What the heck? Ooh. Ooh, hey, this is cool. Has a spooky feel to it, you know? That's cool. This would actually be a really good place too. I mean, you could put a nice little base back here. Put up a door really easy. Keep yourself safe and have your dinos walled in outside. Or fenced in or whatever, you know. This would be really cool. I do like this. This is cool. They really, really did a good job here. Hi. So your mommy's around here, daddy's around here somewhere, aren't they? Little cutie. So yes, going up into the mountains up there, like that up over there, is going to be pretty dangerous proposition. So I'm not really willing to do that right now. Plus, we're just barely getting started. Going down that way is also very dangerous as you run into like raptors and other potential predators as you go down that way. There's some really, really cool stuff. It just gets dangerous pretty quick, but there's some good iron and or good metal down that way. One thing with this map too, as you walk it around, especially along this island, this first island, is there are oftentimes like paths that you can take, and those paths will sometimes lead you, you know, along the coast and stuff like that, so you can find some pretty cool places if you follow them right. Some of them go for a ways, some of them don't go very long, but there are different ways to get around here and stuff. And as we go farther over this way, we're heading. So if the island is over there, then I pointed out this area over there. That's kind of dangerous. I'm going to head more in that direction. Is that a Microraptor? That could be a Microraptor. If that's a Microraptor, we're not going to be doing very well. I don't know that it was a Microraptor, but it kind of did seem like one. Okay, that's not the best. I'm going to continue going down this way and go see if I can find something. So far, there hasn't been as much as I was hoping, but maybe they're going to make you go into, you know, harder areas to get you to get better things, as they always do. But even getting started so far has seemed a little bit rough. So I just took out a level 20 Fiamia. Had to chase him like crazy to get him, but I used my spears and got him. So now I'm just going to go ahead and get a bunch of meat and a bunch of hide, and then I can begin setting up a bed. Fiamias are really the best at all that stuff. Now, this is where it starts to get a little bit hairy, because there are RGs out here. Not necessarily out there, but right out in that area. There's usually rhinos and that kind of stuff. So they're the woolly rhinos. So yeah, there's all kinds of dangerous things out there. Looks like there's a few Brontos out here too. I did run into a few of the lumbering giants. So that is pretty cool, and it's going to start getting a lot colder out there too, because that's a very not exactly hospitable area, and out over that way there's some really cool stuff out there too, which we will get to as soon as we can. Right now I just got to get back, try to figure out where I'm going to set up, you know, my camp and all that stuff, which will probably be somewhere near that castle, at least to get started, and then we'll, you know, gather up more stuff as we go. But at least I do know where I can find some of the bigger guys, and I'm going to have to make some bolas. So I really want to get one of these guys. If I can get him knocked out, or even a level 40 or something, I think that would be good. So I'm going to go see if I can do something there. So for right now, what I'm going to do is see about trying to find like a level 45 parasaur, and then, or something like that, knock him out. And then we can, you know, get things started from there. Alright, now what's all I gotta do is knock out this level 45 Parasaur. Hopefully it won't take too long and get him tamed up. There we go. Sweet. That was not that big of a deal. Let's just go ahead and put our berries on there and get him going up really good. I'll collect some more, and then he can really help us out, because the level 45 is going to be pretty good for doing other things. I just found him pretty quickly on, so that's really good. Now I just need to finish doing what I'm doing. I got to get a bunch more of the fiber because I don't have any more fiber. I'm running real low on that, so I'm going to get that, and then we'll make some more things, and we'll get ourselves fully clothed and get a saddle for the parasaur as well. Got the parasaur tamed up. Now it's level 65. Now I gotta go out and I gotta find some more hide because I used pretty much all the hide that I have just to be able to get the saddle. But we'll be able to get around, and now we'll be able to get out there a lot easier too. Let me go see if I can knock out another one and then go and take him out. If I can find a lower level one, that'd be a lot easier first off. And then we'll be able to do that a lot easier too. So let me go ahead and get this stuff repaired. That way I'm good to go. Then I can just use my spears and I should take them out really good. Let me just go ahead and put you on neutral. See if there's anything that might be easier to do as well. Like even a lower level Pteranodon, that would be good. If he's going to cooperate, which doesn't look like he is. Or not. So we'll just go and take him out. Sweet. Now I can get quite a bit more hide. It's not a lot, but it will help. Excuse me. Now I'm going to have to make some more of these spears. Guess I'll just go and make 2 more for right now, or I can make arrows. Still only make 1 arrow. Okay, it's because I don't have enough wood or arrows. Should be able to make quite a few. 42 arrows will help. Then we can drop the spears, and that's going to really be good. So let me go ahead and head back over there, and we'll start getting things set up. And in the process, I can make a bed and different things, and then we should be doing pretty good. Oh. So for the first time ever, I am seeing a wild baby Pteranodon, or a juvenile. That is amazing. I didn't know that they had those. That is so cool. So it looks like even the flyers now have babies. That's pretty doggone awesome, I do gotta say. I didn't realize that was a thing. I'm gonna head back over into this castle and I'm gonna start setting up a base, probably right near the doorway. For right now, we'll move it up at a later point in time. Because I want to, just get things kind of set up. Since there's no real bad things here, I don't have to worry about setting up far away or anything. So let's just go ahead and get this going. Just gonna set up probably right along this wall for right now. Go to K, that way I can see. Get this guy turned. There we go. Get that lined up right at about there. And then I can put the other one there, and then I can put the bed down, and at least we'll have a place to spawn too. And then we'll be doing pretty good at that point. Alright, so now we have a bed, and then I'll go and put down a storage box right here too. I'll put that down right near the end of these stairs, give me a little bit of room to work with. Alright, and then I can put the spears in there. And then, of course, I can put in anything else that I don't want to be carrying. That's not going to help me out any. So right now, I just want to be carrying the basics of what I need to. And, of course, those flowers and stuff will be good for a very long time. I don't even know where I got that from. And it looks like we have some pretty good things going on now. We do have a lot of food, so let's just go ahead and see about setting up a campfire. I'm going to need some flint and some thatch, and then we'll set up a campfire and we'll get that going. Not too sure what I'm seeing, but there's a creature out here that is flying around, and I don't know what it is. It isn't like bothering us or anything, but it doesn't look like it's going to be going away. So I don't know exactly what its purpose is right now. I don't know if it's here to, you know, harass us or whatever. It's kind of a funky looking creature. I'm not too sure what I think about it either. So that might have been what I saw that was attacking. Huh, okay, some sort of like... DLC required. Lost colony. Lost colony. Okay, it's a lost colony item. So, I guess I don't need to worry about that. So I got enough stuff to make the mortar and pestle. Now I'm going to be putting in the forge. And then once that's done, then we'll be able to add some wood to it. And might as well just go and put in all that wood. Get this metal in there, and then we'll get that going. Then we'll be able to make the smithy, and then we'll be able to make metal tools. So that way we're moving along pretty good. I'll just go and put this extra 11 in there. How much? Might as well take this extra wood for the smithy, because we're going to be needing it anyway. We'll put that in there. And then for the smithy, we just need the 5 ingots and a bit more stone. So I'm going to have to go out and get the stone. I am making narcotic right now, so I can make some trank arrows, and then we'll probably get one of those lower level inkies, or even a, you know, medium level inky, and we'll gather a lot of metal and stuff. We'll make some good stuff for us. That's going to help. That's going to be the best, and then we'll be able to move on and start getting, you know, like pteranodons and all that stuff, because right now we are level 23, so by the time I get a lot of that stuff done, then we'll be doing pretty good. So there were 12 metal in the forge that I got out. Now what we can do is go ahead and build the smithy. That way we have that, and then we can begin making metal tools once we get a little bit more of the metal going on. Okay, we have that. Let's just go ahead and put that guy in now. Then we'll have him ready to go. So there is something rather curious that I am noticing about this castle. When I try to place a piece of this foundation out here, it says I can't because it's too close to the supply crate drop. So this castle would actually probably potentially not be a good place for setting up a base in that sense. I don't know if it'll work when you're like inside of the area or not. We'll just have to, you know, go and see. But it'd be a heck of a place to, you know, stage a defense against anything, because you're on an island for one thing. But I think up here would actually be really good for like setting up a base. I don't think there's going to be a problem up here. I don't know if I actually can set up a foundation right now. I don't have the things for a foundation, so I'm not going to be able to. But we are in a way up on a place where there's going to be a drop coming in. So the supply drops will be up in here too. I did not know that. I was not aware of that. Now we got the smithy in here and stuff. Let's just go ahead and see about making a metal pick and perhaps a metal hatchet so we can get a lot more stuff. That's going to help out. Okay, we'll put this guy there, and then we'll put that guy there, and then we'll be able to get stuff quite a bit quicker, and that should help out quite a bit. I got it. I'm going to put these guys in there, not press E. I'm going to go and shut that guy down for right now. There's only a little bit of metal left, and then we'll go out, we'll get some more metal, and hopefully be able to get a pteranodon here real soon. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go see about making the crossbow. I did open that up, so now we're going to have that. And then I'll make some trank arrows with the narcotic that we have, so we'll be doing pretty good there, and then we'll be able to really go out and get something. Probably going to get an inky or something first, like I said, because I think that would be pretty much for the best. Now, let's go ahead, let's take... let's go ahead and take those 27 of those, and then we're going to go ahead and make quite a few trank arrows, like probably 15. That way we have them, and then we can begin getting some really good things going from there, and then that's going to help us out quite a bit. So the trank arrows I definitely want on the crossbow, and then I'm going to have the regular arrows on the bow, so that way we can, kind of keep things a little bit separated. So we can use one for one and one for the other, and that should work out pretty good. So all I gotta do is go out and see about getting an Inky. He'll be good for gathering flint and stuff. We're gonna need a lot of that for spark powder and everything else. And we might as well just go and stay here for a little bit before we can, really go out and do anything. I don't have the levels yet. I'm getting really close to getting, the levels for the Pteranodon saddle, but I gotta go out and get some chitin, and that's or keratin, and that's going to be one of the hardest things to do. So for right now, I'm just going to go do a little bit of these guys and see if I can get them. There's a 119 out here that I think would actually be really, really good. He's going to help us out quite a bit, and he's going to give us probably the biggest bang for our buck. And then we can probably move him over eventually whenever we get that far to that new place. Let me go ahead and start getting him done. And then we should be ready to go. And at least have a good Inky to help us do some things. Alright, just got the Yankee knocked out, so that's good. Now I just need to go and put some stuff on him. I'm going to go and put those on him so it's easier to find him. And he's a 119. He's going to level up really, really good. Took most of our 15 shots. We have 4 shots left, so took 11 shots, I guess. And that's alright. That's kind of what it was designed to do. So I'm going to wait for him to get his first bite, and then I'll go and get the Parasaur because he has a lot more berries on him. And then I'll really be able to get this guy going, and this is going to be really, really good. So our Anky's just about ready to tame up. There we go. It's 178. That is crazy. He's going to be really good at gathering stuff and protecting us, so that's going to be probably the best, because at 178, he's going to be above the max level of 150. So that's actually pretty good as far as I know. It might be more, I don't know. But in any case, for the base, for what I have set, is what 150 is what I've seen for the highest. So he's going to be a little bit above that, and that's going to help out a lot. Let's get back up here now. And I did gather a whole bunch of metal, like, let's see how much. 92, and I've been gathering a lot of, like, rocks and stuff so we can, make some of the spark powder and different things, because we're going to need that, too. And then maybe we can make some of the ammo and stuff like that, and better weapons and stuff here very, very soon. Just trying to keep myself busy while I work on this guy and try to get him done. Luckily, there's nothing around there to worry about, so it was pretty easy to just go and do stuff and let him be. So we have a castle here that we are setting up as our temporary base. We're probably going to have to go inside there if we want to expand, or just, keep it on this side for right now until we figure out what we're going to do. And I think we're probably just going to go somewhere else for sure once we get that far. But we're going to have to get some other better things before we do that. So we have this guy done now. Our Anky's 178. And he has some pretty good stats on him, I do got to say. 4,400 health. Movement speed's 135. His melee's 440. So he's doing really good. Food is extremely high. That's really good, and he'll be able to gather up a whole bunch of stuff for us and help us do a whopping lot of things. Once we can get him to a really good place, that's going to help out a lot. Let me know what you think about this map and the things that are in it. I really like this castle. It would It'd be nice if the drop wasn't in here, but I understand, you know, it's a way to get a good place going and it's a safe island. If when you go out in different ways, it gets a lot more dangerous. So out this way, it gets pretty dangerous over there. And down there, it gets dangerous. And also up that way, it gets pretty dangerous. So we will go do some exploring here very soon. We just need to get ourselves a good rider or something so we can get around easier. And this is Ark Survival Ascended. This is the Valguero map. It dropped on October 7th, and it is a really cool map, and I do like what I see here. If you've enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.